Alright, next session. Before we start, just want to cover gameplay. Obviously this is a survival game, and as a survival player in the game, you're obviously going to play it your way. Now, some people just want to beat the game. What I mean by that is, as we explained earlier in the video 2, I think it was, we talked about using multiple fireplaces as storage boxes. You can store anything you want in there. They're impervious to the weather, so it's kind of like a loophole in the game. You can do that if you wish. I prefer to play this as the game was intended. It's a survival game test. See how you can outsmart the game by doing it as a survival player. Another way to get around the idea of playing it as a proper player is when people drop down. Some people like to just collect fiber, just tons and tons and tons of fiber. All they do is collect, 500 fiber, and then once you've got your 500 fiber and you've unlocked a level, the first thing they unlock is bandages, and you create 100 bandages. Then you take those 100 bandages and you destroy them. So you've collected all the fiber, you've got your points, you've crafted a whole lot of bandages, you've created an extra level just by creating all those bandages. Then you destroy them all, you get back half your fiber, and then you go back and create more bandages, and then you create more or craft more fiber, craft more bandages, destroy those bandages, and after you've done this about 100 times or 200 times, you're level 10. So if you want to just get to level 10 and not actually play the game, that's totally up to you, I guess. I tend not to do that. I've seen people play the game where they go, oh, okay, what you do is you do the fiber trick with the bandages, and then when you get to crafting, you craft the contact device, you start the missions, and you do the simplest, easiest mission 50 times, and you get a reward in REN for doing that one simple mission 50 times. And then once you've got all this money in your loadout, you go back up to the space station, buy a whole lot of gear, and you come down with all this gear that you've earned. So there are ways to circumvent the way the game is supposed to be played. I don't really like to do that, so if it's something you've figured out yourself by outsmarting the animals or building a base that's tricky, using special defenses, that's all fine. But coming up with if not cheats, just finding out a way to get around the game mechanics, that's totally up to you. You survive your way. If your way is to write your own programs or use mods or however you want to do it, then you be you. But we're here just to enjoy the game, go ahead and play survival mode. So let's get back into this, and we'll do some things that we've got on our to-do list today. Okay, one of the most important things we have to look at first of all, of course, is our bow, which we can see now, if I've done the screen capture correctly, it's almost destroyed. So we're going to quickly just go to your character or inventory, and what you do is you go down to your bow, and we can see here to repair it I will need fiber. That's all it needed for the wood bow. Once you go up in levels and you create a longbow, I think you need leather for the longbow. As you go higher and higher up into better quality bows, if you get right up to composite bow, you'll need a composite paste converted over to a composite unit, and that will fix your bow. But you'll have to do that on a foundry. Can't remember which. I think the gun is repaired on the fabricator, and the bow is repaired on the foundry. So easier the bow, easier it is to fix out on the field. The more complex tools you have, the harder they're going to be to repair, because you're going to need special machinery to do it. Okay, so as you can see, we've got our seed pouches. We've been collecting our seeds, and we also need to get into creating our bone shield. So we're going to quickly get some bones. The bone shield is crafted on the person. If we go down to here, we can see we just need 25 bone, and 15 leather. Pretty sure we've got that hiding around here somewhere. Let's go inside here and have a look. Some leather, and we're looking for bone. Ah, we out of bones. Why are we out of bones? We must have used them all to craft our armor. That's okay, it just means it's back on our to-do list. But as soon as we get some bones, we will go right into crafting that. What I will do is I will throw in here some of my minerals. I don't need to carry these on me. Out of my oxygen stash, consume that. I'll get rid of some of these seeds and flowers that I have for my herbalism bench. The best way to do that, of course, is obviously to craft another box. So let's get some wooden fibre, I think it is. So we'll get rid of our sticks. Have no wood here. But that's fine. We can go out and get some wood real quick. Nothing hiding in there. Alright. Crafting a wood box. I don't bother with the big boxes. 2 small boxes cost the same to make as a big box, and a big box stores the same as 2 small boxes. And if you can stack them too high, then you get the same storage for the same price, and there's no point wasting a point to unlock a large box just for the sake of having a bigger box when a small job, 2 small ones will do the same job. So I'll just throw all this stuff in here. I'm not going to worry about doing the maintenance on the inventory just now. Do that later. We'll keep that anti-poison paste so we can show you how that works, but otherwise we're going to throw everything into here. Keep our bones on us. We don't need our fibre, and we will craft the stone wood pile with that one. Alright, let's get out here and restack our wood. We actually don't need this. Crafting. Craft. Now we're not going to be on wood buildings for very long. If you're not a very fast person at building, or you're playing the game a lot slower, there is a thing called the lightning rod. Now the lightning rod, you can place it on top of your building, or you can put it beside your building, and it'll draw the electricity lightning away from your house. If you go to your inventory or the tech tree, you'll find it in tier 2. It's quite a long way away, so I mean I don't really see the point in crafting this. Because the fact is that by the time you've got that far into tier 2, you should have already created a stone building anyway. So it's one of those things I built once to see what would happen, or see what the use of it was. But stone buildings don't catch fire. I guess if you've got a wooden stables, or you've got a whole lot of wood around your base, maybe you would find a need for that. But basically it's something I just haven't bothered with. While we're here, let's get into our talents. We have 2 talent points. We might go for dense packing. This is good for carrying stuff, the weight capacity. The more you can carry, of course, then the less trips you have to do. So that's a good bonus. Crouching movement when hunting or moving, I don't see a lot of point in that. I mean, either you get a better bow and you can shoot at a longer range, therefore you don't need to crouch up to creatures. Possibly if you're thinking about going through the snow and creeping past polar bears, you may want a faster crouching speed. I basically don't worry too much about that. Base stamina, that's definitely a good one. We should really pick one of those, because we want to have as much stamina as much as we can when we're running across the map. Bone collector, we do need tons and tons of bones, but you know, it's one of those things, it's a luxury item. So we might go for dense packing. We'll take that one there, so we're increasing our weight capacity, especially because we're going to do a lot of mining in the next couple of videos. So we'll add on 5% weight capacity carry. Alright, we need to get that bone shield finished, so look at that, there's our friend. He just wants us to play this game, so we're going to take a quick shot of this Mr. Horse, get his attention. He's going to come straight for us. We'll just pick him out here, and we'll see he brought a little friend with him. Sorry about that, Junior, but you know, Mum's got to donate to the cause, or Dad, whoever he may be. Okay, so we'll take all those. We've got one arrow back. We'll take that. And what we'll do is we'll just show you juvenile Terranus. His health is 100%. I'm going to press E. He is now going to follow me around the map as best he can, and he will start taming. Now, as I mentioned earlier in an earlier video, I don't have a bed, I don't have a food trough or a water trough, but he will slowly tame himself anyway. Okay, I've got him this time. I think I miskeyed that one. Is he following? Yes, here he comes. So we'll change the rules. We're going to let him follow us. He'll just hang around the base. Once he gets close to the base, I'm just going to click on him now and tell him to stop leading. So now he'll just hang around the base. He shouldn't wander too far. If another adult does come to the base though, the juvenile will follow the adult horse, and they will he will readopt him if you like, so you will lose your horse. So keep an eye on him. Also, now that he's tamed, he will become a threat to other characters, other animals, so wolves will try and attack them, mowers and horses. Maybe it's the scent they find on the horse. They now see that he's been tainted, so they will try and kill that horse. Unless it's another Terranus. He will just come and walk off with your prize. Alright, we've got some rain, so let's get out of the rain into a bit of shelter. And let's see if we can create, yes we can, our bone shield. We'll craft that. And we will go to our character. And you'll notice here we've got our full set on. I'm just going to consume some vegetables. We'll do the triple vegetable boost. Raw food. Slight health boost. We've got a 30% maximum boost for having healthy food. We're going to take our bone shield and we're going to put it on the G spot. So now that it's on the G spot, you'll see we're actually wearing it on our back. So we should run around now with maybe just a little bit more of a defense buff. We've got a deer over there, we've got a chamois over there. Let's see if we can reach him. I'll go back to out of character because it's too hard to shoot. Oh, a little bit low. There is a bit of a drop on the bow. Jump across here. And that's another reason why I like living on that island, is that you can just jump across backwards and forwards, and if wolves come around, the wolves can't get up at you, but you can get at them. So your animals are also safe. Alright, the trees are already falling over in the rain, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into a little bit of safety. There is a crazy graphic animation they did bring into the game where even if you're in the middle of a field and there's no trees around you, occasionally a tree will fall on your roof, even though there are no trees here. Maybe it's something to do with a tornado or a hurricane, and it's blown it across the map. I have been in the desert where I've had a base, no trees for miles, and we've had damage to our roof because a tree fell on us. Where it came from I have no idea. It must have just blown across from another biome. Alright, our weather's almost taking care of itself. The sun's come out. I'm just going to put my meat on the drying rack. I'll put it all up there. I'll take the building materials off now. We'll probably keep this just for leather and meat. The reason we leave leather on here is if we put leather and tree sap on here, it'll create us cured leather, which is used for better armors and also for rugs and some other building crafting products. We will eat one of our dried meats. Do a bit of maintenance here. Got 12 arrows, that's not too bad. We'll play with those for a while. And we need to take care of our thirst and maybe a little bit more hunger. So I'll quickly run over to here, take a drink. And I think we're good to go back and do some more mining. So what I might do is, a good way to get points is either two things: hunting or mining. They give you the best points in the shortest time. We'll just take this tree here while we're there. We need to basically just head to level 10 now and unlock our crafting benches. And once we unlock our crafting benches, we'll be able to unlock 3 or 4 benches all at once. Then the game will really pick up speed. The first levels up to level 10 are basically just grinding, prepping, getting all your resources ready until we get into crafting benches. Got a bit of bad weather coming, so we'll duck inside and we'll sit the storm out.